Hello student, myself Desle Sheetal. In the last lecture, we discussed about physical properties of aldehydes and ketones. First we see nature of intermolecular forces. Second, the physical state and boiling points. Third, the solubility of aldehydes and ketones. Next we see the physical properties of carboxylic acid. In this, first is the physical state and boiling point, and last we discuss about the solubility of carboxylic acids. Today we start new point, the polarity of carbonyl group. The polarity of a carbonyl group originates from higher electronegativity of oxygen relative to carbon as well as resonance effect. The carbonyl carbon has positive polarity, therefore it is electron deficient. As a result, this carbon atom is electrophile or electron loving and is susceptible to attack by a nucleophile. Next point is the reactivity of aldehydes and ketones. The reactivity of aldehydes and ketones is due to the polarity of carbonyl group, which result in electrophilicity of carbon. In general, aldehydes are more reactive than ketones towards electrophilic attack. This can be well explained in terms of both the electronic effects and steric effect. First we see the electronic effect. Alkyl groups have electron donating inductive effect, that is plus I effect. A ketone has two electron donating alkyl groups bonded to carbonyl carbon, which are responsible for decreasing its positive polarity and electrophilicity. In contrast, the aldehydes have only one electron donating group bonded to carbonyl carbon. This makes aldehydes which are more electrophilic than ketones. The next is the steric effect. The two bulky alkyl groups in ketones come in the way of incoming nucleophile. This is called steric hindrance to nucleophilic attack. On the other hand, electrophile can easily attack the carbonyl carbon in aldehyde because it has one alkyl group and is less crowded or sterically less hindered. Hence, the aldehydes are more easily to attack by nucleophiles. The aldehydes are more reactive since the product is less sterically hindered. Next we see the laboratory test for aldehydes and ketones. Aldehydes are easily oxidized to carboxylic acid and therefore act as a reducing agent towards mild oxidizing agent. First test is the Schiff's test. When alcoholic solution of aldehyde is treated with few drops of Schiff's reagent, the pink or red or magenta color appears. This confirms the presence of aldehydic group. The next test is the Tollens test or silver mirror test. When an aldehyde is boiled with Tollens reagent or ammoniacal silver nitrate, silver mirror is formed. The aldehyde is oxidized to carboxylate ion by Tollens reagent and Ag plus ion is reduced to Ag. Toller reagent is prepared by dissolving AgNO3 in water, adding NaOH to precipitate Ag2O and then adding aqueous ammonia to redissolve silver ion as a silver ammonia complex ion. The Toller reagent is specific for the oxidation of aldehydes. The silver deposits on the walls of the container as a silver mirror. The third test is the failing test. When a mixture of an aldehyde and failing solution is boiled in hot water, a red precipitate of cuprous oxide is formed. An aldehyde is oxidized to carboxylate ion by failing solution and Cu2 plus ion is reduced to Cu plus ion. It may be noted that alpha hydroxy ketone also gives this test is positive. The next point is the chemical reactions of aldehydes and ketones with nucleophile. In all these reactions, the nucleophilic reagent brings about reactions by attacking on positively polarized electrophilic carbonyl carbon in aldehydes and ketones. First is the addition of hydrogen cyanide. The hydrogen cyanide is a weak acid, adds across the carbon-oxygen double bond in aldehydes and ketones to produce compounds called cyanohydrins. The negative part of the reagent, Cn-, attacks the nucleophilic carbon of carbonyl group. The reactions requires either acid or base as a catalyst. For example, is a acetaldehyde plus hydrogen cyanide gives acetaldehyde cyanohydrin, and acetone plus hydrogen cyanide gives acetone cyanohydrin. The next chemical reaction is addition of sodium bisulfite. The aldehydes and ketones react with saturated aqueous solution of sodium bisulfite to give crystalline precipitate of sodium bisulfite gives addition compound. For example, acetaldehyde gives acetaldehyde sodium bisulfite adduct, and acetone plus sodium bisulfite which is gives acetone sodium bisulfite adduct. The next chemical reaction is addition of alcohols. The aldehyde reacts with one molecule of anhydrous monohydric alcohol in presence of dry hydrogen chloride to give alkoxy alcohol known as hemiacetal, which is further reacts with one more molecule of anhydrous monohydric alcohol to give a geminaldehyde alkoxy compound known as acetal. In this, for example, is the acetaldehyde is react with ethyl alcohol in presence of dry hydrochloric acid gives unstable hemiacetal in the first step, and in second step the hemiacetal which is unstable is further react with ethyl alcohol in presence of dry HCl which is gives 1,1 diethoxy ethane which is stable. Similarly, the ketones react with alcohol in presence of acid catalyst to form hemiketal and ketal. The ketones react with 1,2 or 1,3 diols in presence of dry hydrogen chloride to give 5 or 6 membered cyclic ketals. The reaction can be reversed by treating the cyclic ketal with aqueous HCl to regenerate the ketone. The acetal and ketyls are hydrolyzed with aqueous mineral acid to give corresponding aldehydes and ketones. The next point is the addition of Grignard reagent. The aldehydes and ketones on reaction with alkyl magnesium halide followed by acid hydrolysis to give alcohols. The aldehydes and ketones in which the Grignard reagent reacts with aldehyde or ketone to form an adduct which on hydrolysis with dilute acid gives corresponding alcohols. All the three types of alcohols can be prepared by this method. An aldehyde or a ketone undergo nucleophilic addition of Grignard reagent in presence of dry ether to form a complex which on acid hydrolysis which give an alcohol. The next chemical reaction is nucleophilic addition elimination of aldehydes and ketones with ammonia derivatives. The aldehydes and ketone undergo addition elimination with some ammonia derivatives NH2Z to give product containing C double bond N which are imines. The reaction is reversible and takes place in weakly acidic medium. In this, the aldehydes or ketones plus the ammonia derivatives at equilibrium which is gives the imines. All aldehydes and ketones which are give similar reaction. Some important reaction which are resulting product have high molecular mass and are crystalline solids. These reactions are therefore useful for characterization of the original aldehydes and ketones. For example is the acetaldehyde plus hydroxyl amine at equilibrium which is gives acetal doxime. The next reaction is haloform reaction. This reaction is given by acetaldehyde, all methyl ketones and all alcohols containing CH3 CHOH group. When an alcohol or methyl ketone is warm with sodium hydroxide and iodine, a yellow precipitate is formed. Here the reagent sodium hypoiodide is produced in situ. During the reaction, sodium salt of carboxylic acid is formed, which contains one carbon atom less than the substrate. The methyl group is converted into haloform. For example, the acetone is oxidized by sodium hypoiodide to give sodium salt of acetic acid and yellow precipitate of iodoform is formed. We recall the chemical reactions of aldehydes and ketones with nucleophile. First is addition of hydrogen cyanide. Second we see that is addition of sodium bisulfite. Then addition of alcohols. After we see the addition of Grignard reagent. Then the nucleophilic addition elimination of aldehydes and ketones with ammonia derivatives, and the last we see the haloform reactions.